I bought this journal myself. I am known to buy a lot of notebooks whenever I go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx. You know, you find a cute notebook and you find a purpose for it. And this one happened to be my journal.
So I can show my journal, right? My journal is from Target. I bought it a couple years ago, and it's been really great for me. Just something so cheap turned into like a venting space.
This journal I got for Christmas from my mom, just cause.
So this was from December 12th, 2016. And the last one I wrote was pretty recent. It was, what's today? I wrote it on the 23rd of November of this year. What's today? A few days ago, anyway.
The first date is June 16th, 2016, and the last date is December 30th, 2017. So it spans around a year and a half.
All right, I started in the 13th of October, 2014, and the last thing I wrote, was the 24th of May this year, 2018. So it's been about 4 years, yeah.
I do informally. I mention the date when I'm writing, but I don't put it at like the top of the page or anything. I should, but I don't.
I'm not a very angry or physical person. I don't release my anger in any way, but like I write. I don't know, it's something that I gravitate to.
I think I journaled at first because I thought it would be nice to look back to, like when I was older and like in a totally different kind of life mindset or situation. I would read back. It's like the written form of photos when you can just go back to them and see what you've written, what you've gone through, what you've felt. Yeah.
I use it to tell things that I can't tell people. I'm not really good with people or talking to people in general. I'm horrible at it. So it keeps my secrets, I guess.
I mostly use my journal to process things, so I'm not good at thinking in my head. So I like to write out what I'm thinking, and usually by the end of writing, it helps me to understand the situation or whatever I'm reading better because I think faster than I write. So it gives me time to slow down.
I have a lot of happy things and sad things, a lot of emotional times that I've been through, but then I also write a lot about like, oh, my day went really well, blah, blah, blah. So it depends on the day. So it's like half-half because not every day is a sad day, but it's half-half.
Well, through these years specifically, I had a lot to write about, and I was struggling with family, I was struggling with identification, I was struggling with school. So all of that frustration mounted it up into into a journal.
It's things I can't like tell people. I mean, I personally think people that are around me won't understand, but it's really depressing and I can't handle anything, so I'm laughing. But it's pretty bad. It's really bad. I'm modest.
Well, my first official job this past summer, I went to Washington to work as a high school counselor. So that was major for me, and I wrote a whole lot about it.
A significant event? No, not really. I can't name one. It does feel like just a progress, I guess.
A significant event that this journal includes is when I changed my major my sophomore year. So I changed my major from a 4-year program in being a physician's assistant to anything else. So literally anything else. I just didn't want to do physician's assistant anymore. But I didn't know where I was going with that. So I think that was a pretty significant change in my college career/life.
it's basically just how I'm feeling. If I'm not feeling well, I'm going to say why in here, I guess, because I'm not going to tell someone about it. It's just easier to not say it, to write it.
I sometimes want attention, but not to be noticed. Sometimes I wish I had a boyfriend, but I also love being single. Many times I wonder if I'll ever capture a man's heart. I'm guessing because of Christ and my personality over physical beauty. I watch too many romance dramas. I get a little depressed when it's a tragic ending, but when it's a typical romance, my favorite, Pride and Prejudice, I like to roleplay as Elizabeth. In summary, I've got a lot of ideas of romance, but they come from scripted movies. I have a deep desire to be loved, like how all women desire. Is Christ really enough? I don't doubt it, but right now it's more of a fact in my head, but not true in my heart.
So till this day, I've had to endure the bullets that shoot out of you. You may not think anything of me and feel no pity for me, but it's almost easy to forgive when I read the Bible because you don't know what you're saying. Not one thing you say is true about me, much less all the others. One day you might ask for my forgiveness, and one day you might change completely. I only pray that I'll receive you again and keep forgiving you. I already know that I will have to forgive you till the day that I go, because of all the hurt that you caused me. Your words will always tempt me to feel like nothing. I've always wanted to expose all that you are to me so that you'd be so embarrassed you'd change, but I'm not so sure you would run away. You wouldn't run away and give up on even your life, or at least waste it. I know you care about some things that are important, but you don't seem to consider being right with God and your family a good thing. So we will be your family till we go, and God will be your God for eternity. Yeah. Do you want me to talk about that?
You can if you want to.
No, in this moment I remember, this was 2015. I was struggling a lot, and I had a really hard time with this one person who just made me feel really crappy. So that was a little letter to them. And I look back at this now, and I can see that I've already forgiven this person, and I'm ready to speak to them again. I'm ready to have like a sit down, a real heart to heart. And maybe that will happen one day, but I'm just glad I wrote it down, because I get to remember exactly what I was feeling. Although I don't feel the same today, it's really important to see your progress and see how you've grown and matured.
Although today and yesterday have been better than those in the past, I still have trouble sleeping. One of the most ironic... Sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. I scribble. Let's see. One of the most ironic parts in all of this is the fact that a month ago, I felt in my heart that things were beginning to feel off. Upon feeling this way, I asked my mom to help me by calling my doctor to ask for stronger antidepressants. You know what she said? She said, "Why do you need those? Just feel better. It's easy." Now, what am I supposed to do with that? Just as I thought she was beginning to... Just as I thought she was beginning to understand the severity of mental illness, she goes and pulls this on me. How many suicides does it take for people to realize the severity of mental illness? Do I need to die for people to pay attention? Because lately I'm beyond willing to take such a risk. Yeah, this is only one of the pages, so yeah, it's okay. I laugh because it sucks, but I feel like it's happening to every other student here, so I feel like it doesn't even I feel like I'm a crack in the sidewalk, I guess.